I'm John Elishowskis. I'm a farmer. Being a farmer, I recognize that the federal regulations regulate my milk price. Federal regulations regulate oil price. They regulate communications. They regulate many things, but the only one they regulate down and under the cost of production is us farmers. So we're being manipulated. We're seeing industry set up for use of natural gas. They're building ships. They got factories running full scale. The Volvo factory, truck factory, is building equipment exclusively for the oil industry. It's going to get taken to us if we like it or not. Now, some facts that are going on right now is I work in a warehouse as a secondary job because I can't pay my bills with just the farm. And they run a propane vehicle or a natural gas vehicle all the time. I can breathe that air. We can't do that with gasoline or diesel fuel. We have situations of the signs, no spill, no drill, no spill. That's a misrepresentation. If you go up to Loudville where they have a couple hundred windmills, they have to clean it once a month because they have black soot dripping off them, which has to use an alcohol-based cleaner to get rid of it. That's no spill, that's a spill. We have that air pollution already impacting us. U.S. Title 50, Article 38, Section 1520, which I've given to all these activists, everybody that I've touched has one. That's the law to use chemtrails and HARP and GWEN, which is harmonics, to control the weather. If you're 50 years old or whatever, you think back what a storm used to look like. The definition was it came in on the ground, it came in as a mass of clouds went 26 miles high. When it rained so hard you couldn't see through your windshield, you looked sideways, you couldn't see 10 feet to 100 feet. Today the clouds come in, they're strip pattern, they're checkerboard pattern, they're just a gray, but it's 3 times higher than the hills. And when it rains so hard you can't see through your windshield, you look sideways and you can see 10 miles. That's controlled weather. But who in this room, even though I've showed a lot of people, acknowledge that? Why are you hiding that?
That's true.
Okay, so again, that law, U.S. Title 50, is also the law to poison us. Is anybody challenging that? Is anybody going to our legislators and saying, hey, terrorism? You know, who can read a 10,000-page report in a week or write it in a week? But we have that from 9/11. It didn't happen. They didn't write it in a week. They didn't read it in a week. It's not a properly ratified Patriot Act. It's a manipulation of social programming. Have you ever heard of the Byron Wine website? Perpetual motion was invented in 1710 of gravity motor. It's as simple as a teeter-totter. The Poe carburetor, patent number 2,026,798, 205 miles a gallon. It was on the Sherman tank. I have people that haven't witnessed it. It's a patent number. You can look it up. You can see the science behind it. All it did was heat the gasoline to the manifold temperature. It's not a maybe. Magnetic motors exist. Hydrogen fuel cells, 1,600 miles a gallon, exist. But we don't know about them. We can't have them. We're limited. So anyhow, as the mastodons were frozen, eating green grass, standing up, we didn't have a glacier age. We had a glacier moment. 2012 is coming. There's some things that might impact us. One thing is too much gas under the ground. If we release it, we might be able to save ourselves in some ways that the powers to be might be doing something other than having gas that's supposedly a free, clean energy, because there's other ramifications that are taking place. As we have situations of, I heard tonight, oh, gas is only going to be here maybe 10 years. There's 2 gas fields got sold in Iraq just recently. They're 50-year-old gas fields. They got sold for $14,000 and $16,000 an acre when we have $2 gas, in which I'm hearing from our lawyers that we should sell our gas for not too much because we don't have too much gas. It's not worth too much. But yet in Oneonta, New York, 30 years ago on 60 Minutes, we had the biggest, largest gas well in the world. And yet we don't have a lot of gas here? Yes, we do. They're setting up to use it. We shouldn't be manipulated not to get money for it. So what did a lot of people get for it? $50 and $150 an acre? Who manipulated that law to let that happen? In other states, when they were drilling for gas, they would have to ask the landowner to take a picture of their land. They would have to pay you. They would get a picture of that. As my dad died 3 years ago, I had to do a mandated tax audit of the state to pay tax on. Wouldn't that picture be a mandated audit of the tax sale in our community when we're so far under debt of our false financial problems right now? It's a manipulation against us. It's social programming that's going on. If you want some information, I'd be glad to give it to you. There's free energy, the chemtrail information. There's, do you ever hear of pyramid power? Do you realize the Russians have just built 50 pyramids because they do so much? It's the most up-to-date technical information ever in the world. There's pyramids all around the world, but you don't hear about them very often. I'll give the information here. It helps a well to generate 30% more oil and cleaner oil. It neutralizes radiation. It neutralizes water that is polluted with salt or heavy metal. But we don't hear about neutralizing radiation. As you go to a dentist's office and he makes radiation, take an x-ray of you, which is cumulative, which is toxic to you. It's done with a light bulb and oil. He doesn't have a peep of the kryptonite in there and open up a light, ooh, the room will become 40 billion years of toxicity. It's not true. But that light is toxic to you. So anyhow, I've got lots more information. I can talk for hours. My name is John Leshowskis. I talk at truthradio.com, 7 to 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Thank you very much.